Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you all are taking a good care of yourself. So, children, let us start today's mathematics class. This is class 10th, subject mathematics, chapter number 6, triangles, lecture number 12. And children, you know very well that content I am going to cover from your textbook, that is NCERT. So children, in today's lecture, that is lecture number 12, the topics which I am going to cover, they are, first of all, I will make you recall the statement of Pythagoras theorem as well as its converse. Fine. After that, we will be solving some problems based on above written theorems from exercise 6.5. And at the last, we are going to begin with Hod's questions from exercise 6.6, that is optional exercise of NCERT. Understood, students? So children, let us start a quick recap of the statement of Pythagoras theorem. In a right-angled triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is that side which is opposite of right angle, is equal to the sum of the square of other two sides. In other words, we can say that hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square. This is the statement of Pythagoras theorem. Now, let us give a quick recall to another theorem which is converse of Pythagoras theorem. In a triangle, if the square of one side is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides, then the angle opposite the first side is always a right angle. So children, while reading this statement of converse of Pythagoras theorem, you may have understood that here we are going to prove that the triangle is right angled triangle, or the angle will be of 90 degree. Which angle will be of 90 degree? That particular angle will be of 90 degree whose opposite side square is equal to the sum of the square of other two sides. Clear? So, in converse of Pythagoras theorem, we have to prove that that particular angle will be of 90 degree. But in Pythagoras theorem, we will be having a right angle triangle given, and we were just going to prove that hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus altitude square. So children, now let us start with the problems based on Pythagoras as well as its converse. Some more problems I am going to take from exercise 6.5. This is question number 14. The perpendicular from A on side BC of a triangle ABC intersects BC at D. Let us check it in the diagram. First of all, there is a triangle, you can see ABC is a triangle. A perpendicular from A on side BC of a triangle ABC. It intersect BC at point D. Here you can see. Means AD is perpendicular on BC. Fine. Such that, what is the condition? That DB is equal to thrice of CD. This is complete DB. This is 3 times of CD. Means if CD is 1, then definitely DB will be 3. If CD is 2, then DB will be 6. So it means the complete side BC is basically divided in the ratio 1:3. If I am going to talk about the ratio. Why? Because DB is thrice of CD. So if CD is 1, then DB will be its thrice. So it means what would be the complete length of BC? That will be 1 plus 3, that is 4. If I am going to talk about the fraction, then can you tell me what fraction will be there for CD? 2BC. Correct. It will be 1 by 4 of BC. And DB will be 3 by 4 of BC. Because this is 3/4 region of the complete side BC. Understood? Okay. Now what we have to prove, that we have to prove twice of AB square is equal to twice of AC square plus BC square. This we have to prove. Clear, children? So let us start its solution. The given condition is DB is equal to thrice of CD. Let it consider as equation number 1. Children, what is this complete BC? BC is the summation of BD and CD. That is BD plus CD. So at place of BD, I am going to write thrice of CD. And CD will remain as it is plus CD. So this has become 4 times of CD. Correct? So what will be the value of CD now in the form of BC? Here 4 is multiplying with CD. So definitely it will be divided when it goes on left hand side. So it implies to CD is equal to 1 by 4 of BC. Means CD is 1/4 of complete BC. The same thing I have written in the diagram as well. So let it consider as equation number 2. Now children, you have to put the value of CD from equation number 2 in equation number 1. So that we can calculate the value of DB in the form of BC. Got it? So DB is equal to thrice of CD. So at place of CD, I am going to write 1 by 4 of BC. It would become 3 into 1 by 4 of BC. That is equal to 3 by 4 of BC. Let it consider as equation number 3. Got it? These are 3 equations based on this relation only. Now children, do you remember in my previous 2 lectures also, whenever I took the problems based on Pythagoras as well as its converse, I always told you that we should reach on to prove. That would help us to choose the appropriate right angle triangle. Do you remember? Okay. Here you can see in to prove I want AB square. So children, can you tell me which particular right angle triangle I should choose so that I can get AB square as well as AC square too? Correct? I have to choose ADB to get AB square and I have to choose ADC to get AC square. So let us apply Pythagoras theorem in triangle ADB. Please have a look. ADB. This is hypotenuse square is equal to height square plus base square. So I have got AB square is equal to AD square plus DB square. Correct? So let it consider as equation number 4. Now as I want AC square also, so I am going to choose ADC right angle triangle now. So let us apply Pythagoras in it. I have got AC square is equal to AD square plus CD square. Here it is. Let it consider as equation number 5. Clear? Okay. One more point I want to add in it. As I told you that we will have to reach on to prove again and again. Now I have chosen the appropriate triangle from where I am going to get AB square and another appropriate right angle triangle from where I am going to get AC square. Now children, just observe one thing. The expression with AB square is on left hand side and expression with AC square is on right hand side. So if I bring it on left hand side, this twice of AC square, so definitely the sign will be changed. So through this I have come to know that I should subtract equation number 5 from equation number 4. Then and only then I can reach on my destination. Right? Now children, on subtracting equation number 5 from equation number 4, I have got AB square minus AC square is equal to AD square plus CD square. It was in plus actually. Look. Just have a look on this previous sheet. It would become AB square minus AC square is equal to AD square plus DB square minus CD square minus AD square. Isn't it the same expression? Now AD square with positive sign and AD square with negative sign will be cancelled. We are left with DB square minus CD square. Got it? Okay. Now, while subtracting, I have got AB square as well as AC square. But I did not get BC square, which is also the requirement. So what I am going to do now? At place of DB as well as at place of CD, I am going to use that relation which was given to me in the statement. What was that relation? That CD is equal to 1/4 of BC, correct? And DB is equal to 3/4 of BC. Have a look once. CD is 1/4 of BC and DB is 3/4 of BC, correct? Now let us put these very values over here. DB is equal to 3/4 of BC. It is whole square, so here also whole square will be written minus. At place of CD, I am writing 1/4 of BC whole square. It would become 9/16 BC square minus 1/16 BC square. Let us take LCM. After taking LCM, you will be getting 16 will be denominator, 9 minus 1. Let us take BC square as common. So I have got 8/16 BC square. Cancel them. After cancelling, I have got AB square minus AC square is equal to 1/2 BC square. Correct? Now let us cross multiply. After cross multiplying, we have got twice of AB square minus twice of AC square is equal to BC square. But I want this twice of AC square on right hand side. So take it on right hand side. You will be getting twice of AB square is equal to twice of AC square plus BC square. So hence proved the same equation we wanted to prove. Got it? Now children, let us switch to one more problem based on Pythagoras theorem. This is most important question. Question number 15 of exercise 6.5. Many times asked in board exam. Let us start. Question number 15. In an equilateral triangle ABC, D is a point on side BC. You can see there is an equilateral triangle ABC. D is a point on BC. Is it visible? Yes. Such that BD is 1/3 of BC. This BD is 1/3 of complete BC. So we can say that BC is thrice of BD. Correct? This complete BC is thrice of this smaller part BD. Now we have to prove that 9AD square is equal to 7AB square. Clear children? Okay. As you know that this is an equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle, you know that the length of each and every side is equal. So let it consider as A. AB is equal to BC is equal to AC equal to A. Fine. Now children, as you know that we will have to apply Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem cannot be applied until or unless we will be having a right triangle given, right angled triangle given. Correct? So for that, what is to be done? For that, you will have to draw, or you have to go for the construction. You have to draw an altitude from A on BC. Correct? Because if you don't have right angle, you cannot apply Pythagoras theorem. Fine. So here I have drawn AE perpendicular on BC. Clear? So let us start its solution now. Draw an equilateral triangle. Given D is a point on side BC such that BD is 1/3 of BC. Draw a line segment that is AE which is perpendicular on BC. Children, do you remember I told you that in an equilateral triangle, altitude and median, or I should call it perpendicular bisector, is one and the same thing. So as you drew altitude, it would act like a median as well. Median means a line segment which is drawn from either of the three vertices of a triangle, and it divides the opposite side in two equal parts. So can I say that BE is equal to EC? Of course. So when complete BC is equal to A, then can you tell me what would be the length of BE as well as EC? Correct. It would be A by 2 and it will also be A by 2. Means half of A. Fine children? Okay. Now for example, if I have to calculate this length DE, I know complete BE is A by 2. Up to here, BE is A by 2. And BD I know that is A by 3. Tell me how to calculate DE. DE will be calculated while subtracting BD from BE. Means BE minus BD will give you DE. Got it? So now be alert. If you understand this concept, then there is nothing left in this question. So since in an equilateral triangle altitude AE is a perpendicular bisector of BC. So what can we say? That BE is equal to EC is equal to A by 2. And BD we know that has been given to us is A by 3. Because it is said that this is 1/3 of BC. And what is the length of BC? That is A. So it would become A by 3. Correct? Now calculate DE. How to calculate DE? That is BE minus BD. BE is A by 2 minus BD is A by 3. Taking LCM. 6 will be the LCM. So 3A minus 2A is equal to A by 6. So means DE is A by 6. Clear children? Okay. Now this was all about whatever relation was given to us in the question. Again, I will have to choose the appropriate right angle triangle using to prove. Can you guess which particular right angle triangle I should choose so that I can get AD square as well as AB square? Correct. For AD square we have to choose AED, this part. And for AB square we have to choose AEB. Then and only then we can get AB square. Correct? Now let us apply Pythagoras in triangle AED. It would become AD square is equal to AE square plus DE square. Correct? The same thing is written. Let it consider as equation number 1. Now we are going to apply Pythagoras theorem in triangle AEB. This is AEB. Apply please. It will be AB square is equal to AE square plus BE square. Correct? So let it consider as equation number 2. Now children, as I explained you that 9AD square is equal to 7AB square we have to prove. So one term is written on left hand side, another is written on right hand side. If I bring this term on left hand side, it will be with minus sign. It means I will have to subtract either AB square from AD square or AD square from AB square. The choice is yours. But I know that the triangle AEB is bigger than the triangle AED. So I am going to subtract equation number 1 from equation number 2. Correct? To get rid of any confusion related to minus sign, because otherwise the expression will come in negative, though it will become positive. Fine. So here I am going to subtract equation number 1 from equation number 2. It would become AB square minus AD square is equal to AE square plus BE square minus AE square minus DE square. Correct? AE square and AE square are going to be cancelled. So BE square minus DE square is left. Fine. Children, you solved BE. What was BE? BE was A by 2. Fine. And you calculated DE also, which you calculated while subtracting BD from BE. So that is A by 6. Please check in the previous sheet. DE is A by 6 and BE is A by 2. Got it? So let us put these values over here. At place of BE square I have got A square upon 4 minus DE square I have got A square upon 36, because 6 square will give you 36. So let us take LCM. LCM will be 36. Here I have got 9A square minus A square, that is 8A square upon 36. Cancel them by the table of 4. 4 2s are 8, 4 9s are 36. So I have got AB square minus AD square is equal to 2 by 9 A square. Fine. Let us cross multiply. So AB square minus AD square will be multiplied by 9. We will be getting 9AB square minus 9AD square is equal to 2 times, at place of A I have written AB. Why? Because ABC is an equilateral triangle and the length of each and every side is same. So A I am going to replace by AB square. Why not by BC or why not by AC? There is a reason that I am going to tell you now. Suppose here if I write down twice of BC square, I want expression should be in these two values only. Fine. So if I am going to write BC square here, then I have to replace it by AB square once again. Because I want 7 times of AB square must be equal to 9 times of AD square. Correct? So this can be get only when if I am going to replace A by AB. Correct? So this is 9AB square minus 9AD square is equal to twice of AB square. Fine. Now you bring it on this side, twice of AB square. It would become 9AB square minus twice of AB square, that is 7 times AB square. And take minus 9AD square on right hand side. It would become is equal to 9AD square. So the same thing we wanted to prove. That is 9 times of AD square is equal to 7 times of AB square. Hence proved. Now children, I have finished with exercise 6.5. Let us start Hod's questions from exercise 6.6, which is optional exercise of NCERT. The easiest question I am going to pick first, as well as those very questions which concept I am going to teach you nowadays. That is the concept of Pythagoras theorem. So that's why I have taken question number 3 directly. In the given figure, ABC is a triangle in which angle ABC is greater than 90 degree. The angle which is greater than 90 degree is always known as obtuse angle, but it must be less than 180 as well. It must be less than 180 degree as well. Correct? And AD is perpendicular to CB produced. We have to prove that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square plus twice of BC into BD. Now let us understand this statement through diagram. This is the diagram. This is given in the book. Okay. So first of all, ABC is a triangle in which angle ABC is greater than 90 degree. You can see here that this is more than 90 degree because it is an obtuse angle. Correct? Then AD is perpendicular to CB produced. Here CB is produced up to point D. That's why AD is perpendicular on CB produced. Produced means it is extended. The length of CB is going to be increased. Fine. Now, what we have to prove? We have to prove that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square plus twice of BC into BD. So whatever was given in the question, that I have made you understand. Correct? So let us reach on its proof. Again, this would help me, to prove will help me to choose the appropriate right angled triangle. Here I observed that I want AC square. And here I want AB square. So let us pick these two sides. We have to pick their two right angle triangle in which these two sides are present. It must be a right angle triangle, remember, so that we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So to get AC square, I should choose the complete triangle because ABC cannot be chosen as it is not a right angle triangle. So in triangle ADC, apply Pythagoras. AC square is equal to AD square plus DC square. Let it consider as equation number 1. Correct? Now, I have to get AB square also. So which triangle I should choose? I have to choose ADB. Fine? So in triangle ADB, apply Pythagoras theorem. What do we get? We have got AB square is equal to AD square plus DB square. Let it be equation number 2. Again same strategy. AB square is on left hand side, right hand side, and AC square is on left hand side. If I bring it on left hand side, it means I have to subtract because it would become negative, right? Right? Okay. So subtract equation number 2 from equation number 1. What did I get? AC square minus AB square is equal to AD square plus DC square minus AD square minus DB square. Correct? AD square and AD square are going to be cancelled because they are with a different sign. Fine. Now we are left with DC square minus DB square. Let us reach on to proof. I want AC square, that I have got. AB square, that has also been got. What else do I want? At place of this BC square plus twice of BC into BD, I am getting DC square minus DB square. But I want BC. So how can I get BC? Please have a look here. Can I write this complete DC as the addition of DB and BC? Of course. So write it. DC is equal to DB plus BC. This is DB plus BC. Its whole square. Minus DB square. Fine. Children, what do you observe from this expression? This is A plus B whole square. So let us apply, that should be A square plus B square plus twice of AB. So it will be DB square plus BC square plus twice of DB into BC minus DB square. DB square positive, DB square negative are going to be cancelled. So what I have got? I have got AC square minus AB square is equal to BC square plus twice of DB into BC. Correct? So it implies to this AB square is with negative sign, and in to prove I want it on right hand side. So let us take it on right hand side. it would become AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square plus twice of DB into BC. So the same thing we wanted to prove. So this is proved. Got it? So children, that's it for the day. Please get your mathematics homework. Do question number 13 and 17 of exercise 6.5 along with the question number 4 of exercise 6.6 in homework notebook. And you have to try question 5, 7 and 8. All are based on Pythagoras. Of exercise 6.6 means they all are HOTS. In practice notebook, you have to just try them. If you are capable to solve, that's well and good. If you are unable to solve, no problem. I will be taking these very questions in my next lecture. Correct? Don't forget to do classwork questions also, which I have covered today. That is question number 14 and 15 of exercise 6.5 and question number 3, which is HOTS of exercise 6.6. That is optional exercise in homework notebook. So children, you have to just mail me your mathematics homework which you are going to do in homework notebook. Okay. Don't think that you have to mail me twice now. One for homework notebook, another for practice work. I have told you that this is to try only. Question number 5, 7 and 8 is your trial work. If you are capable to do, that's fine. If you are not able to do, no problem. I will be taking in my next lectures. Correct? Okay, so that's it for the day. Please like the video and do not forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.